Live Healthy is brought to you by Kirk Supermarket and Pharmacy.
Welcome back to Daybreak. Well, stress can be a killer both to our well-being and to our diet, and here to help us figure out how to stay healthy while we're stressed out is Andrea Hill. Hello, Andrea.
Hello. Lots of stressful people out there.
Yes, lots and lots of stressed people.
Yes.
How do we stay healthy through it all?
Yeah, you know what? Ideally, we always want people eating healthy, but eating healthy isn't going to get rid of our stress, right? But the idea behind this is that as long as we are fueling the body properly with energy-dense, nutrient-packed types of foods, our body is possibly in a better position to withstand that stress when it actually hits.
Right, so you're better off being healthier because you're going to be able to withstand the stress versus taking it away completely.
Absolutely. It's so fun. I don't know if you've ever heard people that have said, you know, in my stress time at work, I go, but the moment I just relax or go on vacation,
Crash.
You crash, right. And that's your body finally catching up and saying, okay, well, not strong enough to kind of withstand it during the slower period. So and that's what we're talking about, is really helping people have more of those nutrient stores equipped to fight that.
Now, what are some things that we need to consider adding to our diet in order to stay on the healthier side when we're stressed?
Right, so what we're talking about are whole grains, starting with number one. So fiber-rich foods again. Fiber is really important, and I think we talk about it a lot in these segments.
Right, but there's a reason.
There is a reason. It's wonderful for the body, but it also helps our energy, our blood sugar, just everything work a little bit better, slower, more consistent. So I've got oats here, I've got quinoa, I've got brown rice. I also have other plant sources, leafy greens, lots of fiber and nutrients packed in those leafy greens. That's kale over there, but any leafy green will work. Spinach, romaine lettuce, callaloo, anything like that. If you're a vegetarian, making sure that you're still even getting your proper protein sources, because you're actually even getting a little bit of staying power from these things, which is very important. We've got lentils as well, and of course our berries, or any kind of fruit for that matter. So really, nothing new here for a lot of people.
Right, just being aware and making the effort to put it into your diet, especially when you're stressed out.
Exactly, right. So,
but usually we don't really think about these types of products. We tend to go for caffeine because we think it's going to keep us up and it's going to keep us going.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? For a lot of people, honestly, I think that this is just more of the more convenient thing that people do. Grab a cup of coffee mid-morning. Grab a cup of coffee, and then in the afternoon another one, or a soda, or classic sort of Red Bull and your chocolate bars.
Right.
So we tend to fuel our bodies with sugar and caffeine. Unfortunately, those are the two things that will inevitably lead to us our failing health over time and our inability to really deal with the stress. So, and what people need to remember is when they're taking a lot of these caffeine sources in, they're also depleting their bodies of nutrients through the urine, because caffeine acts like a diuretic in the body. So we end up peeing out essentially a lot of our minerals that help us stay healthy.
Now, that isn't to say that drinking, say, 1 cup of coffee in the morning is gonna completely make you crash and burn, but it's about the amount that you take.
Absolutely, exactly right. 1 or 2 cups is even fine, but when you start exceeding that, then all of a sudden you're having 4 or 6 cups a day. Then we're really talking about caffeine replacing snacks and possibly even meals. And obviously, when we end up doing that with these types of depleting sources of beverages, then we're not going to be getting what our bodies need on the day-to-day.
Right, and we won't be able to function.
Yeah.
Now, we tend to go for the easy fix, we tend to go for the caffeine, but as we're doing that, we're taking away hydration from our body, so it's important to remember to drink your water.
Absolutely, right? Water, very important, keeping ourselves hydrated. Sometimes we actually confuse thirst with hunger, right? So grab that H2O, drink it, and maybe even consider some herbal sources. Here's like chamomile tea,
Right.
classic soothing type of tea. Even replacing one of your cups of coffee a day if caffeine is a huge source
Right.
in your diet, and just stay hydrated this way.
And it's great too because it'll calm you down a bit too,
Yeah,
right? You'll
yeah.
have the
It's a
caffeine,
little zen,
you'll have the
right?
caffeine to keep you
Yeah.
going, but
Yeah.
in a calmer manner.
Exactly.
Okay, well, of course, Andrea, we
Yeah.
have to say thank you. As always, you give us such great information and great advice. So
Right.
limit the caffeine, stay hydrated, and add these into your diet. Thank you again, Andrea. Okay, don't go anywhere. There's more Daybreak to come.
Live Healthy is brought to you by Kirk Supermarket and Pharmacy.